Guys, welcome back to the channel, Lower Michigan Adventures. Today, what I'm about ready to do is we're gonna fire up the Firebox stove, and I'm actually gonna try to fire up the OneTigris. And the plan is, I've got a small cast iron pan right here, and I got a bigger one for the Firebox that I'm gonna try to use. Right here. It's currently about 65 degrees outside. I don't know if you can see that. I'm gonna fire up these little stoves with a little kindling to start the fire. I got kindling back here behind me, little pieces, and there's some fat wood and other stuff in here to get the fire going. Quick shout out to my good friend and idiot outdoors, drinking my morning coffee. Figured it's past due that I break this cup in. So link to his channel will be in the description, so go check him out. And what we're planning on doing is we're gonna make some burgers. And over here is my little spice kit so I can season them up. They're actually onion burgers. And while I'm doing all this, I'm gonna be live on the iPad and show you how we make a little video, hopefully, on the iPad. I don't know how good it's gonna work, and I don't know how good it's gonna come out because I'm using two different mics on two different setups. So I'm hoping that this little video turns out. So come join us. All right. So come here, Lou. Come here. You gotta say hi to your fans. Say hi to your fans, Lou. She had to be outside with me. Her mom's inside sleeping. She knows I'm out here messing around, filming, and we're filming over here and live at the same time. So this may be a little bit of a quirky video. This is a Jimmy Boy original film. So we're just gonna run a little bit of B-roll. So we got the hamburger, but let's get the Firebox set up. We're gonna get the Firebox stove set up. And I didn't show you guys, I got this big 5-gallon pail full of kindling. We're gonna set this right here. I got a little fire going in the background from last night. I was gonna try to go live, but we had some issues out here with people down the road having parties, so I didn't end up doing it. We got these here. I've always wanted one of these stoves, these fireboxes. I gotta get this out. I've got this ash pan. There we go. Put this down here. Did I say this is what I like about this stove? Look at that. So easy assembly, and then you can fold that down, and then this flips. And I hope this works for what I'm planning. So I'm gonna set this over here. This may or may not be a fail. I'm hoping it doesn't. I can't get this to set quite level the way I want it to. There, that's kind of level. And then let's do a little comparison on size real quick. My uncle would probably tell me I'm doing this wrong. I'm gonna put a little bit of this in there. We gotta get her kindling over here. This should be dry. This is from the yard. This is gonna be a goofy little film, I think. What I should do is grab some hot coals out of there and throw them in here. Probably get it started pretty easy. This might be an epic fail being so high. Got some of these pieces that are way too high. Now we'll get it started, get it down to some coals, and then I'll put some smaller pieces in there. I've got smaller pieces to break up and put in there. Wish I had my little metal scoop. I'd throw some hot coals in there and we'd be set. We wouldn't even have to mess around. I'm gonna smother it before I get started. Whew. So what we're actually doing is we're gonna get this little firebox going and the OneTigris little stick stove, and we're gonna attempt to cook on it. I'm gonna have to let these burn down a little bit once I actually do get them going. Got some good hot coals in there. Boy, that'd be nice to grab some of them up. If I just had my little metal spatula. Where's that at? I don't know if I got my metal one in here or not. That would actually help. I'm trying to cheat and do this the easy way. Ooh, that's hot. This might be this would be probably a bad idea. I'm a little cheating. Got some hot coals. Well, we get to let that burn down a little bit. And the plan is, once that burns down, I'm going to set this big one on there and hopefully it sits. And I'm going to take this small one, I'm going to set it over here, and I'm going to put a hamburger in there. We're going to attempt to cook it. Boy, ain't that just cheery. So this one right here, the firebox is actually going pretty good, but for some reason, I don't know why, but I'm struggling on the OneTigris to get it going. So let's try this. I might just as well just start cooking right now with I may have got them a little too close together. And I'm just thinking that right now that I'm just gonna start cooking with the firebox. I need to scoot this over anyways, just a hair, without dumping it, which may be slightly tricky. And I'm gonna have to throw some more sticks in here. Good thing I got a bunch of sticks. But, so we're gonna get these burgers on. I don't know. Am I gonna have to count on the Firebox to pull these burgers off? I really wanted to do at least one burger in the OneTigris. Now, the OneTigris is actually kind of a little bit of a pain to put together and take apart. I just leave it together because it's such a pain in a way. Because this is a cook-off between OneTigris and the Firebox, and so far the Firebox, I've had more trouble getting this OneTigris going. Let's see if we can get something going. Gonna have to get that to burn down a little bit. Now these are the onion burgers that Dennis recommended, that we had when I went up and did a little camping adventure with Outdoors with Den, and we filmed his cargo trailer. Okay, looks like we're gonna be in business here pretty soon on the OneTigris. Now all I gotta do is get this to where it's down enough where I gotta scoot this back just a hair. I don't want it to fall off. If it did fall off, it'd probably be a Jimmy Boy original. See, that's not gonna go yet. I got some big pieces in there. Nope. A little dirt won't hurt you, I guess. I didn't bring my... Am I still recording? We're gonna throw that in there. Get ready to use this small little tiny pan. And this is gonna go over the OneTigris, just like that. As soon as that burns down a little bit, I'll be able to toss it up there. But I don't think it's gonna stay like that. Maybe. Bella, if it falls off, it's yours. Stop recording. I actually got my pot holder and my first aid kit, just in case I burn myself, and some paper towel, which I probably shouldn't hold over this fire. Trying to keep this fire going is actually the big thing. Don't spill that on yourself, Jimmy boy. Whatever you do, that's hot oil. Bella's over here patiently awaiting for this way. Cooking in old cast iron. I got my seasoning. Got my little seasoning kit right here. You better put another piece of wood in there. Or sticks, that is. This stuff is really fine, so I kind of wanted to put that in there. I think it'll take right back off. Got some hot coals going on. We're gonna put a little bit of sea salt, A little bit of sea salt. Try not to overdo it. This is a cook-off between OneTigris stick stove and the Firebox G2 5-inch stick stove. First time I've really cooked on the G2 Firebox. I got salt. I'm gonna put a little bit of black pepper on it, and I'm gonna have to attend to this Firebox. Get some more black pepper. And there we go. And that right there is my little kit. And got to get this stove. I don't think I've put enough wood in here. This one's starting to... I got the OneTigris roaring now. Little stick stove. And I got this right here. So I don't have to be too stingy with the wood. And this actually is the very first time I've ever cooked on this Firebox stove G2. I've lit it up once before, but never cooked on it. So I really wanted to cook on this. I actually got this from a YouTuber. I think I already mentioned that. Mateo Outdoors. Just like me, he has a YouTube channel too. And I met him at a YouTube meetup, although I had been watching him for quite some time. So shout out to his channel, and shout out to him for giving me this wonderful gift. I've always wanted one of these fireboxes. They're quite a bit more expensive than the OneTigris, and I'll tell you, I think I know the reason why. Is because they fold up and fold back into place and set up in seconds. These ones are a little bit of a tricky to pull down and set back up. So this is a little cook-off video. Uh-oh. I'm gonna need a pot holder, Jimmy boy. Ooh, hot, 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 hot. I just wanted to share this new stove that I got from Mateo Outdoors with you all and test it out for the very first time. Did I mention I am shooting a live video at the same time on YouTube as we're recording this here video? It's not gonna go up there, Jimmy. Right here. Don't drop it, whatever you do. These are my favorite burgers. This is done on the Firebox G2 with the big cast iron pan. This one right here. Oh, shoot, hot. I got that on camera. This one right here is done on the OneTigris stick stove. And this one's well done. And that one is well done too. So we're gonna have to pull this off. I appreciate you guys watching this little cook-off between the two. I actually like the Firebox stove, the G2, a little bit more because you got more space to put a big pan on there and cook, and you can actually fill that firebox up a lot more with sticks. The OneTigris little stick stove is actually a lot cheaper, but this is more convenient. It folds up, so I don't know. I would go with that one. but that one's done me okay. But I don't like tearing this one down and putting it back together, so I always leave it up. Guys, thanks for watching. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Cut.